Hi guys, Lindsay here with another video for you. Today I want to talk about some possible reasons that you might not be getting the results that you want from your English classes. So let's get started. Number one is that you think that learning English is boring and it's just memorization and you're not motivated. So it's true that there is an aspect of memorization to any language, but the way that you memorize it can be fun. I love using games and interactive role plays or finding something that my students are interested in, videos, whatever it is. It can be fun. You need someone who can find fun materials, fun activities. Even with my adults, I try to find a way to make it some kind of game or competition so that you're not just memorizing long, boring lists of vocabulary or of verbs or whatever it is you're learning. So also it's important that when I give you these things to memorize, I put them in context. So I don't just give you a list of verbs. I give you a reading with those list of verbs. So hopefully that's a little bit more motivating and interesting than just, okay, memorize these. Number two, unfortunately, it's possible that your teacher is just not qualified to teach English. So in the English teaching sector, it boomed, and there are now a lot of English teachers from native speaking countries or not, but they go somewhere abroad for a year or two to have an experience, but they don't actually have any experience or qualification or certificate to teach English. They don't have any training, and so most of the time you spend most of the class just speaking, which is great, but I know plenty of websites that I'll put below where you can do a intercambio, a language exchange for free. So I, as a teacher, need to give you goals, and I need to have a goal in mind for each lesson of how we're gonna step by step get you to that progress. Yes, my lessons are very communicative, so that means that you'll be doing a lot of speaking, but in a more structured way where you get feedback and corrections, and I make sure that you're using the structures that we have learned. The next one is that you are taking general English classes when your needs are very specific, maybe to your job. So, they could be talking about food, about different cultures, which are all great and beautiful topics. But if you're trying to use this in your job in a specific way, this is not necessarily going to be very efficient to help you with the vocabulary that you need specifically for your job. Number three, number four, we're on number four already. Number four, you are taking large group classes and you don't get enough individualized attention. This is a complaint that I've heard a lot of students have who take private classes with me, and why they prefer the private classes so much. I personally do too, because when you have a group, it's almost impossible to get everybody at the exact same level. So you're gonna have people who are a lower level than you, and the teacher kind of has to pace the class so that even the people at the lowest level can follow it. So and also you don't have one-on-one time with the teacher, which is really important, because in order to correct your specific mistakes, your personal mistakes, the teacher needs time to hear you one-on-one and to give you that feedback and to give you those corrections in real time. So I think that definitely if you can, I recommend private classes just for the individualized attention that you get. You'll make so much more progress faster. uh, okay, number 5, you think that you don't have enough time to do English, and this is probably the biggest issue that I have, that you're not getting results because you don't have the time to do your homework or to practice outside of class. You know, a teacher is a coach, a guide, a motivator, but they're not a miracle worker. And unless you practice, you are not going to progress. It's a two-way streak. So the teacher has a duty to you, but you also have a duty to yourself if you want to progress. I am there to motivate you and to coach you, as I said, and to guide you in the most efficient, best direction. But in the end, you have to engage in the English language world and somehow doing intercambios, watching movies, watching series, listening to music, reading books. There's so many ways, and just take an interest. Even if you just can't get the motivation to do these exercises because it's so boring, do something. Then okay, I don't have the motivation right now to do this, I'm not going to do it, but I have to do something, whether it's listen to your podcast or watch a series, even if it's with the subtitles, but make an effort. And I think that that is definitely the biggest block for many people, is that they don't find the time. You can always find the time. It's waiting for a doctor's appointment, going on the metro, looking at a list of verbs while you're cooking. So just take the time, even if you don't have the time to sit down and write the essay that your teacher told you to do. Find some time to do something, because you have to do it every day in order to improve your level the way that you want and need for the goals that you are trying to achieve. So keep that goal in mind, and happy English learning. See you next time. Bye bye.